everybody, we're gonna go ahead and start off a new haul. So this is probably gonna be for like October through December, question mark? We'll see. So the first thing I have is a very small order from Bunny Bear Plans. This would have been in my last haul, but it got delayed in the mail, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna use this kit next year anyway. But look at this adorable Christmassy mailer. I also got a few icon sheets as well. So I do appreciate it when there are shops where I can buy both kits, but also icons. It does make bundling things a lot easier. So there's a lot of freebies in here too, actually. So there's a little like gamer girl journaling card with some information about the shop. Ooh, this would have been cute to use in my December monthly, this little gingerbread bookshop. I got Ilza's Melted Plans' PR freebie. I think this is the old one. I believe the PR team has updated freebies at this point. But I liked a lot of the icons on here, this spooky sandwich and the pride flag and this goose in a piece of bread and just a lot of like Mickey type things. Grumpy octopus, a Happy Meal, a YouTube icon, suitcase, this bunny like scrolling, doom scrolling on the phone, and of course the little kitty cat. I don't have a gray cat. I would love to have a gray cat. I would love to have like every color cat, quite frankly, but I've learned recently that I can't handle more than 2 cats at a time. So anyway, and this little You Can Do It. So that's a really cute freebie. And then there's a couple of order freebies as well. So there was the all orders freebie that has like a mood board or a wish board and a book and a gamer thing, a controller, a chair. That's nice. I don't normally see like furniture stickers in people's shops, but that's handy. This is like diamond painting, right? There's like some shopping and computer icons as well. And then as far as icons that I ordered, I got the sushi sheet. These are all on glossy paper, by the way. And then the prescription sheet in, I think, the neutral colorway. I think she has like 2 or 3 different colorways. I can't remember. The sushi one obviously just came in its regular colors. So those are all the icons that I got. And then I believe I ordered the mini kit of this, but she sent me the full kit instead, which I'm not gonna complain about. Thank you. I was originally going to use this year for Dia de los Muertos, but then the Cafe with Anna version that I ordered showed up first, and I was ready to go for that plan with me, so I just used that kit. I will be using this kit next year. So multiple people picked up this art, which was great. This is from Clip Art Kits. Bunny Bear Plans titled this kit Remembrance, and everyone kind of put their own spin on it, which was cool. I feel like the scene of the ofrenda is in every version that I've seen, which is great, but then the ways that people brought in different other elements are different in each kit. So I love this food box with the conchas and the tamales and the pozole, hashtag pozole in my planner. Let's get it trending. Let's do it. This is very cute. We got the rounded boxes sheet. We've got more full boxes and lots of little deco, which I'll probably end up using some of this deco as like icons. That could be fun, especially like I kind of want to make pozole for Christmas for my family this year and share that with them as like an appetizer or something. It can be a whole meal, but we'd have to make a lot of pozole, like a lot, to feed everyone in my family. They're all very hungry people, and there's like literally a dozen of them at this point. So we don't have the resources to do that. But we can bring it as like a soup appetizer. Lots of little things, lots of itty bitty little things. These are super skinny and lovely if you like marking lots of little things like I do. Love these patterns. This is pretty much the same as what Anna did with her kit as well, but I'm not complaining because this pattern is gorgeous. And I didn't get to use the date covers when I used Anna's version of the kit because I was doing an 8-day week and I didn't want like the 8th day to stand out without having the same date cover. So I'll be happy to use those next year. The pattern boxes, the solid boxes, I love the patterns in this kit and the colors as well. And then this is the square box sheet, page flags, moving marquees, and glitter headers. So yeah, that is Remembrance by Bunny Bear Plans. Really happy to be using Dia de los Muertos art this year and next year and hopefully into the future as well. I commemorate it because my husband is Mexican American, and I think it's great to have kits representing lots of different cultures. I think it's a good way to show like cultural appreciation rather than what I feel like Michaels did like 10 years ago, which was more like cultural appropriation, if I'm being honest. Let's try to keep it with the people who are, or let's try to keep the money for stuff around this holiday with people who actually celebrate it. Let's try that. So anyway, that is from Bunny Bear Plans, and that is going to be it for this part of the haul. Alrighty, so moving forward in our haul, we get into Black Friday. So most of my Black Friday shopping was committed to, first of all, Christmas gifts, which I'm not going to show because obviously those are going to other people and I like them to be a surprise. But then also I finally bought a silhouette. So I got the Portrait 4 from Silhouette because it just made sense in terms of being up to date, and then the price made sense as well, and I think they were having like a 20% off sale, so that helped me out. I haven't had time to like play around with it yet, but I'm happy that I finally got that. I want to kind of get into using some printables. So that was a big part of my Black Friday shopping budget, and then I did place a couple of sticker orders as well. So the first one is from Corks and Corks Co. So I love that Laurel puts a corgi sticker on the back of the mailers. That's really cute. And also Laurel includes like thank you notes in the orders. There's this washi that says, "Have a Merry Scary Christmas." So that's a nice little touch. A little thank you card. So thank you so much, Laurel. I really appreciate it. So I ordered, I think, about like 10 sheets of character stickers, and then also Laurel threw in an oops bag as well. So, and then there's lots and lots of freebies in here too. I already showed these orders on Insta Vlogmas if you've been following me over there. So sorry if this is repetitive, but this will be higher quality video anyway because my phone doesn't record that high of quality, even especially when I film in the Instagram app. All right, so let's look at the freebies and the character sheets that I ordered first. If anything looks a little disheveled as far as the cello bags go, just keep in mind that I did already open these to look at them and to show them off on Instagram. I don't usually keep them in these cellos anyway. These usually go right into my character collection. So as far as the freebies go, there is one from Fabled Court that's kind of holiday winter themed. There is this holiday freebie from Corks and Corks Co. So a combo of both Corky, which is the wine cork character, and then obviously the Corgi. I love this guy. He's wrapped in lights and showing his butt. Dogs are funny. I don't have a dog right now. I don't know what that noise was. Oh well. But I do like dogs. I just don't personally want to take care of one right now. It's just a little bit too much of a commitment for me. I prefer to have my cats run my life, apparently. Then there is just a Corky freebie, and this one looks kind of like Valentine's themed based on the patterns and the colors and all of that. And then there's also, I don't know, I think one of these was like the Black Friday freebie and one of them was the November freebie, but I don't know which one was which. Sorry about that. And then there's the $15 order freebie. It's got a bunch of Corgi pups, and I ordered a couple of these, so that's kind of funny. So I think this sheet, I had one of these on a freebie from last year, the Mistletoe Link. So it's a couple of corgis being cute, and I used it immediately, and I'm like, I need a full sheet of those. So we got some Christmas stickers. We've got basketballs because I do already have some basketball stickers, and honestly, I don't know if I'm going to go to basketball this winter, but because it seems like anytime I go, my team loses. So why am I going to put everyone through that? But I don't know. It's just nice to have a variety of the sports that I actually commit to going to in my collection. I've got Cozy Blanket Link, which is 2 different versions of the pup hanging out. This honestly really reminds me of how my cats sleep. I don't know. If you have cats, let me know. Neither of my cats appreciate when we tuck them in. Like if we try to put a blanket over them, they immediately leave. They don't like that. They prefer to only sleep on top of a blanket. And it's like, well, you'd be warmer if you were under the blanket. And they're like, no, I feel trapped. So that's something I've noticed with cats. Honestly, my dogs kind of used to be that way too. Is it me? Do all my animals act that way because of me? I don't know. But anyway, it's nice to have some variety on that sheet. There are a variety of emo quirkies in the shop. I decided to get emo quirky crying. There's also just emo quirky sad and emo quirky happy. But if you can't tell, the character is wearing a simple pup shirt, so I'm kind of combining both characters. I think that's really funny. I've never like visually been emo, but I feel like my personality is very emo. Is very in line with emo culture. I don't know. But I'm very like preppy slash boho in my appearance. That's my vibe. Anyway, I just thought this was funny and I thought I'd pick it up. There's a mix CD with Corky's favorite songs. There is Emo Link. I think I requested this because I saw Emo Quirky and I'm like, can we get Emo Link? Because I think that'd be hilarious. And so because I requested it, I'm like, well, I better order it now. So it's just Link with emo hair. Have headphones, tissues, and then Sassy Link, which I think is hilarious, and Laundry Quirky. So that's everything that I ordered. Let's get into the Oops bag. And the Oops bag, like these stickers are perfectly fine from what I can tell. They're just a little bit off in the printing or the paper or something, but they're still very usable. I tend to use more of the Corgi stickers from Laurel's shop rather than the Corky. So I prefer the dog over the wine cork, but that's just me. A lot of these sheets, why can't I open this? Hello? I do not know what's happening here. I cannot find the flap. Oh, it tucked itself in, that's why. Okay. We're not, okay, I don't know what happened there. So yeah, these are a little like this one especially is on like maybe a matte paper instead of the glossy paper, but that's fine. I can totally use these if I want to. We have a summer freebie. We have Stabby Corky, where he's just flailing a knife around. We have Sleep Mask Corgi. I don't actually know what's wrong with this one. It's cut fine. This one looks perfectly fine. I don't know why this is a misfit. We have Eras Corky, so Taylor Swift like microphone themes, which I wasn't paying that much attention. Were there different microphones for each set? I do not know. But it looks like that one's definitely Reputation. That's probably Speak Now. That's Red, Fearless. I don't know what the one with clouds on it's supposed to be. Anyway, but that could be cute. I'm kind of on a Taylor Swift break right now, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe someday I'll come back like 5 years from now the way I did the last time. I have Drawing Corky, where he's just holding a pencil, and then Phone Corky, where he's holding a variety of summer phone cases. So that is everything from Corks and Corks Co. This is a shop that I keep coming back to because I like the characters. They're cute. Okay, then I've also got an order from Magical Sticker Co. So I really love these like translucent envelopes. I know Once More with Love used to do these a lot, but it's been a long time since I've ordered from Once More with Love for some reason. Probably because it's an international shop, although when has that stopped me before? But yeah, I decided to pick up some underlays, especially from Lindsay's shop. I find this shop one of the easier ones to navigate for foil because it's more curated as far as like the number of products. I personally prefer that. She mostly does scripts and underlays. She introduced like a few overlays this year, but it's a little bit more winnowed down of like the variety of products. So I can get really overwhelmed by foil options and choices with that. So I like having kind of fewer things to select from, weirdly enough, but that's just me. So as far as what was sent, there is a freebie with Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, New Year's Eve, Happy New Year, Hello 2026, and Happy Holidays. This is in a, I want to say like pixel hollow. It's definitely hollow, but I don't know exactly what the pattern is, but that's really cute. And then I ordered the holidays sheet unfoiled. So this has a variety of holidays, most of which I mark throughout the year. There's a couple on here that I don't really care to mark, but that's just me. So yeah, I just got this unfoiled just because I don't always know what foil color I'm going to use on any given holiday week. So it's just easier to get it unfoiled. Then I got 6 different underlays, so 2 each. So I got basketball in orange glitter. I got 2 of those. I don't really have a kit to use this with, so if anybody wants to make a basketball themed kit for me, just for me, I'll be the only person who buys it. Yes, please spend all your custom art money. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm one person, but I would like a basketball kit. I've gotten plenty of football kits. I've gotten plenty of baseball. I feel like we've gotten soccer. So I think the one that is missing is basketball, and then probably hockey. I don't think I've seen a hockey kit either. I don't watch hockey, but a lot of people do. So just some thoughts for people. I don't know how many people would buy it, but I would definitely buy a basketball kit. And I said this on my Insta story, but I've been enjoying getting, if I'm getting foiled underlays, which this year I really did not use them very often. So in the first month of the year, you're probably going to see a lot more than you ever have in 2025. I took like a step back from foil this year for sure. Where was I going with that? But I like getting a little bit more of a dynamic foil. So not just like a single color, but I like having like a glitter because that gives it a little bit of dimension. It makes it pop a little bit more on the page. And then on that same note, I got Sea Turtle, which is super duper cute in blue flowers. So it's like blue hollow, but with a flower pattern to it. This is blinding me under the lights. Oh my God. I'm hoping that's picking up on camera because otherwise I just blinded myself for no reason. Oh no, yeah, it's good. So yeah, the flowers in the pattern kind of make it pop more. And I'd love for you to guess which kit you think I'm going to use these with, although this haul may or may not go up before or after my lineup. So I don't know. But yeah, this is really adorable. I also just like how it's a smaller pattern, both this one and this one. Actually, all the ones I ordered are like a smaller pattern, like they're much more shrunk down and intricate because when you use them in the planner, I feel like there's more opportunity for them to actually be seen around the boxes because the pattern is smaller. So that's something I've noticed just for my style of planning where I fill up a lot of the page because I like to mark lots of things. It is helpful to have a smaller pattern, a smaller size pattern because of that. So then that brings us to the last thing I ordered, which are the Winter Berries underlays. This is in gold sequins. This is another one that's gonna blind me. It's really cute. It's got like berries and branches and pine branches and snowflakes. So I don't know, I think I have an idea of which kit I'm going to use this with, but you might know before I do because I think my January lineup might go up before this. Not 100% sure, but we shall see. So yeah, that's everything from Magical Sticker Co. I'm really happy with the quality of how everything turned out, and I'm really happy to have some underlays in my collection because I have taken quite a break from foil this year. Hey y'all, it's now February and I just remembered I had haul footage from November. So honestly, December, January, February, I really haven't been buying that much. I kind of have what I need as far as kits and I'm just kind of printing off printables that I've bought in the past. So yeah, I thought I'd show a couple of like the stationery things that I got for Christmas. And then I got a really small order from Sweet It Was Paper with a sheet that I had ordered but was missing from my last order, which is totally fine. And then we've got a freebie pack, so we'll go through that. So yeah, obviously people know me well, and for Christmas I got some like stationery type stuff. So I have this cute little bow from a friend. I think this is supposed to be like a bag charm. So I think this is from her friend's small business. I haven't decided what bag to put this on yet. I don't do a lot of like big purses right now, but this is very cute. This is very like my color. And then also I got some bookmarks, which I can always use more of because I'm like always in the middle of several books. So I believe this is the name of the company if you want to look that up. So they're like wooden and then they've got these pretty ribbons on them. These are also, this color especially is like very me as well. And then my husband got me a bookmark and a journal, which is awesome. So I forget what shop this is from. I think it might say on the card, but oh yeah, Green Fox Paper Shop. So I have this cute cat reading a book bookmark. Like I said, I can always use more bookmarks. And then there were some free little die cuts in here as well. So we got this Santa one. That'll go in the die cut collection that I use to decorate my planner. And then this little heart. And then this Eureka, California, which is on the North Coast. Really not, well, actually, I don't know if it's supposed to be for Eureka because the northern coast of California does not really look like this. There's definitely no palm trees and it's very cold up there. So that might just be the state motto. If you don't know, that's the California state motto. We're weird, kind of, I don't know. Anyway, then from my husband, I got the Haley Williams journal. So he got me a t-shirt from her tour, not her tour merch, but like her album merch as well. But then he got me the Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party journal as well. So this is the art from it. It's got like lyrics from the song, the title track of the album. Can only go up from here. It's hard for me to read like the rest here. I think it's just saying can only go up from here, can only go up from here, like repeatedly, because that's the refrain of the song. But yeah, very pretty. It was like, oh, you can use this because I had been talking about wanting to start junk journaling. So he's like, you can use it for that. This is a lot of pages in it. Looks like it's just blank unlined paper. There's a bookmark, good stuff. And then an elastic to keep it all together and a pen loop. Nice. I actually hadn't taken this out of the packaging yet. I'm in the middle of another journal for my junk journal, but yeah, I think this could be really nice for that because, especially because it's just the blank, unlined, non-dot grid paper. So that's the journal I got. And then my sister, one of the gifts she got me was Cindy Gunter Baldo's cute hand lettering book. So I've been wanting this for a while. I've had it on like gift wish lists for a while, but finally have it in my possession. And first of all, it's just like so cute and little. But then also it's like, it's got like instructional thing. I love that it's from a San Diego press. It's got instructional material, but also it's just kind of journal-y, but then also a little bit of a workbook. So like, for example, I was flipping through this and one of the first things you do, you actually write in, is like writing down the alphabet in your handwriting as it is. So I like some things about my handwriting and there's other things that I would like to branch out in. I think I just want more like options. So I like my handwriting already, but this is a fun way to like experiment with it more, branch out, see a bunch of other ways. And also doodling, like I'm not good at this necessarily. I have a couple of doodles that I do, but lettering is definitely more where my like inkmanship actually stands. And I love Cindy because like myself, she is a Central California, Northern California girl. Now I was in Colorado from what last I heard. So, but yeah, when she did live out here, I was like, oh, I know where that is, or I know where you grew up. No, all that was funny. So there's that. That's everything from Christmas. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. Sorry. My husband also got me custom stamps of my cutie ladies. So this one's Evie, this one's Clover. The Clover one especially just like sends me. So I stamped these once in my 2025 planner, but that's not within reach right now. So why don't I just go ahead and stamp my plum paper just to show you what these look like. I'll do Evie first. So these are in green. And I just think these are so funny. So there's Evie. I didn't stamp that the best, but that's okay. And then here's Clover. The Clover one I think turned out better. I actually don't know where my husband got these. I think it was like an Etsy seller. He had to order them custom. But like doesn't the Clover one just kind of like... you didn't even see that. I am so sorry. But the Clover one, I think because her face is just like so round here, I think it's adorable. So yeah, that's all the Christmas stuff. Thanks for listening. Wow, that was loud. I'm so sorry. Let's look at what I got from Sweet Ava's Paper. So this is the only new sheet that I had ordered from Sweet Ava's Paper. This was a couple months ago, I think. But I think with the holidays and everything, it just took a while for her to get back through the orders, which is totally fine. She's working off of that buttery matte paper, like the weatherproof premium matte now, whereas before she was on like a vinyl. So this was the emo sheet, the Snowball the Cat, It's Not a Phase Mom. So there's Emo Moment, I Miss MySpace, RAR, XD, and Retired Scene Queen. So I just thought this would be fun to have. I think like all the sheets that look like this are now retired, and so she's moved on to some newer sheets. The stickers definitely are bigger now, but I do like some of the custom designs. So there's that. And then she sent a freebie pack of old stickers as well. And I'm already seeing things in here that I'll definitely use. So I will definitely use Snowball tomato plants. Our tomato plants are currently either dormant and or dead, so we'll either need to get new ones this year or figure something out. So yeah, I'll definitely use those. Oh, these are cute. I've never seen these. Boo and Lunar dividers. So you could either maybe write something really small in that box or use it to kind of separate space on there. I do have this one already, Snowball riding a unicorn. This one's just funny. Ava and Snowball getting ice cream. I have one of these with a different character, I think, but I do like ice cream, so I can use that. Boo and Lunar and Coconut video call. I already bought this one actually, I think, but it'll be good to have extras. Boo and Lunar mow the lawn, and there's a tombstone. Oh boy, that's kind of funny. Snowball chasing money. Aren't we all right now? Snowball falling asleep at the laptop. Snowball fall planner. I can always use more of those. And then a Snowball fall outfit, which I definitely have this one already. But yeah, so I have most of these already, but I can always use more. So thank you so much for sending along the freebies and for getting me that new sheet. So yeah, this was their old matte vinyl, which I do really like this old paper, but it seems like they've moved on to kind of the more buttery matte. So I like that as well. So I'm not complaining, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these into my collection. I have my emo stickers for my emo phase at the age of 33. That's where I'm at. I don't look like this, but I feel like this a lot lately. All right, y'all, we're gonna have to wrap up this haul at some point. So what I'm gonna do here is show you a few printable kits. I'm gonna wait for my Caress press order to get in, and then once that's here, then I will finally post this, because it's been, what, 4 months in the making? Kind of ridiculous. Anyway, so I think like back in October, sometime around then, I ordered like probably a dozen different printable kits from Pink Planner Shop. So these are all printed and cut by me. So any issues with them are on me, not the shops. So yeah, I'm not gonna obviously show like a bunch of printable kit files in a haul, but what I think I'll do is when I do print them, if I if I'm not like using them right away, then I'll include them in the haul. So you'll see these in like February and March. I'm not gonna print and cut stuff until like maybe a month or two before I actually need it, just to keep it in good condition. I don't know. Also, I only have so much paper, so yeah. Anyway, so I have a couple from Pink Planner Shop from like that massive purchase I did a few months ago, and then I have one from Leonard Designs as well. So these are reused cello bags. I do keep quite a lot of cello bags once I use up kits, because they come in handy, actually, whether it's for stuff like this, which I've only started doing this year, or if I'm like packaging up a photo or like any sort of paper or something, they're actually quite handy. So these are all reused, so that's why they're looking a little worse for wear, but not that much. And then these two sheets I totally miscut, so like this is on me. But this is Music Lover from Pink Planner Shop. This was like the only shop that I could find who still had this art. I don't even know who drew this. If you know, let me know, because I can't remember. But yeah, it's like record store, music themed. It's got cats in it. I mean, it's great. You'll see this in my February lineup. So I just printed like the core 8 sheets, because that's really all I need. If I use the leftovers from this, then I'll probably print like the extra fashion boxes. But with printables, I generally stick to like the core kit, because first of all, I don't know how to do like the crop method or like how to actually edit a silhouette file. So if I wanted to switch some things out, I don't know how. And then I don't want to print a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use. So I just stick to the main parts of the kit. And this is on Online Labels company, Weatherproof Matte. So yeah, I've been experimenting with my silhouette. It's been giving me a little bit of trouble, and I've troubleshooted it, and I don't know how to fix some of the issues. It just kind of is random, so that's fun. But yeah, I use the Silhouette Portrait 4. Is that right? Maybe, I don't know. And then as far as my printer goes, in case you're curious, this is printed on the Epson EcoTank ET2803. We've had this printer for at least 4 years. I used it for a ton of stuff for my wedding, and I print a lot of photos on it, and I print obviously printables on it. And as far as like the actual stickers themselves, I think the print quality is great. On this, it's like a little, it could be better, but like, who cares? I'm not using that part of it. So I'm quite happy with it. And what's neat about that printer is that it doesn't use cartridges. It uses whatever the tank is. Like, I don't actually know how you refill it. We've never had to refill it, and we've used it pretty consistently for 4 years. Whereas any printer I've had that has cartridges, like, I feel like they dry out so quickly. So every now and then it's giving me trouble with, like, if I haven't used it in a couple months, like, you need to like run the cleaning system to like make it get the ink out of it, but like once you do that, it's golden. It's a great printer. I do recommend it. So yeah, pretty happy with this. All of that little ramble about my printer, but my husband bought that printer, and like, it's been a good one. So then I also have another kit from Pink Planner Shop. This art I don't think I've seen anywhere ever, and oh my god, there's cat hair attached to it because of course. So this is called Bear Cafe. I've never seen anybody else use this. I don't know which artist this is, although it looks a lot like La Vie. I don't speak French. Anyway, that artist. I just love this for all of the bears and the pancakes and the newspaper and the latte art and all of that. And the macaron and the croissant. Very cute. Got all these bear macarons on the washi, which is adorable. Again, this is just the core, like 8 pages from the kit. This one got a little scratched up when I cut it on the silhouette, because my silhouette was doing this weird thing where it was like scoring stuff into a corner that had no cut lines on it. So who knows what happened there, but we eventually got everything cut properly. I love the macarons. I love a good macaron. Don't know how to make them, but that's fine. And then this deco's super cute too. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a California golden bear, so this really spoke to me. I just thought this was a good anytime kit to have in my collection as well, so like I can reuse this one a lot. And then like little like almost like Teddy Grahams in the hot chocolate or in the coffee. It's really adorable. So yeah, that's a unique one that I haven't seen anywhere else. Like if you've seen anyone else use this art, let me know. And also let me know the artist. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun anytime kit to have. And then I got an Easter kit, or it doesn't have to be an Easter kit, but it's kind of an Easter kit from Winter Designs. This is the printable version. I thought about ordering her actual printed version, but because I need this in March, because Easter's in April, but like that week starts in March, you know? I didn't want to like potentially have to wait on this for a long time. So I just got the printable version. I've gotten Winter Designs printables before and liked them. This is the first time that I've actually cut them on a machine though, because I've used printables from her and then hand cut them. So yeah, this is like a Beatrix Potter, Peter Rabbit themed Easter kit. The art's by Clip Art Kits. Absolutely adorable. Once I saw this, I'm like, this has to be my Easter kit. I was definitely raised on Beatrix Potter. Even though reading like the Peter Rabbit stories especially, I was definitely like the kid who was like one of his sisters. If you know, you know. Like his sisters like all behave themselves and he's just off like being bad, which is funny. I'm like, I don't really relate to him because I avoid trouble at all costs, but these are funny stories. I love this grass pattern. So with this kit, I think I just printed No, I printed like the core 8 sheets again, but obviously the printable comes with a lot of other options as well. I just felt like this was enough stickers to get me through at least 1 week, if not 2. Because generally with an 8-page kit, I can make it stretch across 2 weeks even without like extra boxes and things like that. Love this deco. This is very cute. And then glitter headers and a couple other labels, and then your little things sheet. The one thing I hate about the weatherproof mat when it's cut on the silhouette though is that it's got all this weird like texture to it. Like I think it's just the dust from like the cut lines. It'll be fine once I actually use the stickers, but right now it's like a really annoying feeling to me. And then this functional page. I mostly printed this because I always use a weekly checklist for dinners. And I love all the other stuff on this sheet too. I didn't necessarily like need it, but I needed this sticker specifically. So yeah, I don't even think I said the name. That's Bunny Party by Clip Art Kits, laid out by Winter Designs. So that's everything for this part of the haul. And then I'm gonna have a bunch of monthly kits coming in from Caress Press. And then we'll finally be done with this haul. Alrighty, it is finally time to finish up this haul. So the very last thing I have are a bunch of monthly kits from Caress Press. Literally, she reopened the shop like a week ago and I immediately placed an order because I have been really loving her monthly kits and I want to make sure that I have a bunch of them for the next few months. So in no particular order, I'm just going in the order these were sent. I got all of these undated without the monthly and without any of the extra like add-ons. So it's just kind of the core monthly kits, which personally I like. So this first one is Honey. All of these are also on glossy paper because that's just what I prefer for these. So I want to get the weekly version of this too because it reminds me a lot of my kitten Clover because we call her, or I've called her Clover Honey a lot. So I believe this is custom art for Caress Press and it's very cute for spring. So there's the extra full box of the deco and the date dots. This first decorative page with mini labels. The second decorative page with your full boxes and more labels. Really love the aesthetics of this. And then your icons, square boxes, and other labels. So yeah, just like honeycomb themed, really cute for spring. Then we have Pride Magic. This is mostly June themed, but could be used whenever. I'll probably use it in June though. This is by Clip Art Kits. I don't know what that honey art is by. Basically with monthly kits, I end up using a lot of clip art that I just never got a weekly kit for, or I just haven't had the space in my planner to use so far. And I don't have like a weekly Pride kit this year yet. That could change. So I want to celebrate Pride on the monthly spread. So this is like that kind of fun pastel Pride kit. So these are the date dots, the deco, and the extra color. Love this scene. This is really pretty. And I love kind of the alternative color scheme. Like it's still rainbow, but it's like Lisa Frank rainbow almost. This is really fun and different. So this is, I believe, the latest format of Caress Press monthly kits. In case you're curious, the one I showed before is like a little bit of an older format, but I like all the monthly kit formats personally. So looking forward to using this. Then I have Dream Plan Do. Then we have Dream Plan Do, which is Kittenish Jess art from a while back that I've been meaning to use. I want to get this as a weekly kit because I think it's just a good anytime kit to have for those weeks when you're like, I don't really know what to use, but I don't know who still carries this art. I believe Caress Press does, but very few people still carry this art. It's very good anytime art, I think. So deco, all very like planner themed. I miss having like planner themed kits. Those used to be kind of my go-to when I didn't know what to use, or if a week didn't have a particular theme. So I felt like that this is pretty neutral while still having some color. And then like, it's just for those weeks when like nothing's particularly going on, you're just kind of living your life, you know? Is that just me? So because very few people still have this in weekly kit format, I got it in monthly kit format because I want to use it and I need something for March that's like not St. Patrick's Day themed. Nothing against St. Patrick's Day, but I am not Irish. I grew up Catholic, so like I know a lot of Irish people. I know a lot of Irish nuns, like nuns from Ireland specifically. And I would love to go to Ireland, but like I don't do anything for St. Patrick's Day. My husband is more Irish than I am, and he's Mexican. So like I just don't celebrate it. But then like every March sticker kit is St. Patrick's Day themed, which is fine if you celebrate it. But if you don't, you're kind of like, what am I supposed to do for March? Unless March happens to be Easter that year. And this year it's not. So there's my little March rant. I love the month of March, but like, because I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day, I feel left out in the planner community, quite frankly. So anyway, after that little rant, this is again a slightly older format just because of the font for the date numbers, but that's totally fine. Love this. This is adorable. I love like the cup holder. Also, like March, I'm usually grading quite a lot because it's like the lead up to spring break and we're kind of at midterms point. So this makes sense for me for what I do in March. And like, I don't mind March being like green in the planner. I just don't necessarily need it to be St. Patrick's Day themed. That's just me. Yeah, this is really gorgeous. I think I'll go back and get the monthly kit, or not the monthly kit, the weekly kit version of this art as well from Caress Press, just to have it in my collection for those weeks where I'm like, I don't have anything going on. I need something like non-thematic for this week. And then finally we have Secret Garden. Oh, and then we have the freebies. Cute. This is very May to me. I think all of these I'm going to use in the months that she designated them for. Oops, please don't stick. The curse of the cello bag. I'm going to use them in the months that she designated them for. It's just because I like to start my planner on a Monday that I got them undated. So the freebies are red for Lunar New Year, which is fabulous. So we got a lot of like New Year scripts and icons, which is really nice because honestly, Lunar New Year, I haven't seen a lot of like character sheets for, so this is handy to have. And then this Lunar New Year freebie, which kind of could go with a Lunar New Year kit, but honestly, you could use it for other things as well. So those are both in red, the lucky color. And then this is Secret Garden. This is very me for like my birthday. So we got the extra color and the deco and the date dots. It's got bunnies in it. This is like a bunny shaped cinnamon bun or something. This is another one that I want a weekly kit of. I just haven't had space to use it yet. I love this dark orange kind of accenting some of the flowers in this. This is really pretty. Love, love, love this. I'm a sucker for like adding this type of color to the typical pinks and greens. I love a pink and green together, but like if we can accent it with like coral or peach or orange, I get even more excited about this. So I think I'm going to use this for May, which is the month that my birthday falls. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I think this is May, or was designated as May. This is March. I'll probably use this in March. This is designated as June, of course, for Pride Month, so I'll probably use it then. And then this is designated for April, which works because my kitten Clover, who I was talking about, who reminds me of honeycomb and things like that, I'll probably use this for her birthday because her birthday's in April. So that's going to go ahead and close out this haul. Let me know if there's anything cool that you have picked up recently. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Goodbye.